Hello again. It is the Lady Autist here with the final part in our Ablelism series. So, hold on. Sorry, phone is being a little resistant today. Anyways, so last part, this is going to be our in conclusion. So, what we are going to be going over is the aftermath of ableism, cure culture, and just how we are shown in general in the public. I'm going to go over some of the things that I wrote, and then we'll go over the rant side of things real quick. So, bear with me. If my phone decides to be a pain again today, we might have to break this into 2 different videos for today. So, let's start here. What we've covered. Okay, we have touched base on what ableism is, where it comes from. We've also lightly covered how ableism hampers we with disabilities to live ordinary lives. To close out this series, I want to talk about the cost of ableism. My expertise does hang heavily on the neurological disabilities as opposed to some of the physicals, but a lot of these things do go across the board, so I just wanted to kind of go over that real quick. There is a horror story behind cure culture and this obsessive need to fix those who are different from you. If we want to go back into history on this, this is across the board, by the way, in regards to disabilities. You have tales from ancient times, whether we're talking the Celts or we're talking Vikings, of parents with disabled children taking them out into the wild to be killed, just due to the fact that they do not think that their child would be able to survive the environment. If you want to skip ahead in history, you have the Elizabethan era, and you have the start of the beginnings of the institutions. Now, this was considered the height of mercy, but what were these institutions like? What was it actually doing? People were herded together. They were caged like animals and pretty much treated like them as well. Not much different than the way that the medieval pet might have been treated. And again, that was considered a mercy. Also, what happened in these institutions and what is still happening in these institutions, and in some cases even schools dedicated to people with disabilities. Let's go ahead and go into that a little bit and see how ableism and cure culture has affected these places to its extreme. Okay, so bizarre and absolutely horrifying experiments. I mean, experiments on the level of the Auschwitz camps and Dr. Mengele have been going on in these institutions since their inception, where because the people are disabled, they are considered unwanted, throwaway people. We can't cure them, so let's make them have some use, these throwaway people. So, we've been experimented on. We have been physically and emotionally abused in these places. At the very least of all, we've been neglected to the point of starvation and death. And to any who think this is still not going on, I see your point, and I raise you the controversy behind the Judge Rottenberg Center, which after over a decade of being in the courts, we just finally, this past March, got the electroshocks banned from use in regards to aversive behaviors. If you want to see what that lawsuit was all about and the horrors that have taken place at the Judge Rottenberg Center in Canton, Massachusetts, do go ahead and look that up. You should be able to find the videos on YouTube. I may a little later go ahead and include a link for you so you can go ahead and take a look for yourself. Now, it's not just in the institutions that this has become a death sentence, especially in the neurological communities. You get news reports, or at least I do. I get the news reports every single day, whether it is parents, whether it is siblings, whether it is caretakers, whether it's somebody on the street. There's cure culture that are putting parents and people in mind that, how can I put this? We have lost more lives due to the desperation and the mentality created by cure culture and ableism that I could ever possibly count. More names than I could ever possibly read out over the phone to you. We have lost lives. I remember an Autism Speaks commercial years ago where a mother, due to this cure culture, was so desperate and so upset that the one thought she had was that she would be better off driving off with her car off the bridge with her and her son and killing the both of them. Killing the both of them instead of going on with the diagnosis. So ableism is killing us. It's killing us. It's killing the kids. It's getting us experimented on and treated like cattle. And it's been going on for eons. So this ableism that's going on in the media, that's going on with the positivity porn, it may not be as prevalent as it was in the 30s, 40s, but it is still going on, and people are still dying. Get that through your heads. People are dying. So we need to start coming up with strategies to eradicate ableism from the world, to protect people with disabilities. Okay, probably not as in depth as I would like to go with this one. I will probably rant a little bit more on it. I'm a little bit scattered-brained today, but I do want to thank you for joining me for the fourth part on my ableism series. Look, guys, I could really use your subscriptions and your views. These are important topics, and we do need to get the disabled community, the neurotypical community, and the parents communities conversing, talking about it, coming up with real solutions. So please share, get it out there, hit that subscribe button. I do want to thank you for your time today, and I hope you have a good one. Thank you.